What is going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I want to introduce you to a nasty MF. Boom, this guy right here. And this story right here is out of Pearland, Texas, right up the street from Houston. Shout out, Pearland. It's about this guy up here. His name is Damon Lindsay, a registered sex offender. And what his offense was, let me put it that way, what his sexual offense was and why he's been arrested is because this guy is a serial flasher. He loves to run and jump out on suspecting women and expose his junk and beat his dick till it owes him money. This guy been doing this for many years, and he has a track record of arrests behind it. This guy was just recently caught from an episode in which on January 2nd, this guy did this to a woman that was eating lunch in her car out there in Pearland in a parking lot. I want you to take a look at this, and I don't even know why the justice system deals with this type of stuff, because jail hasn't fixed this. Take a look.
New tonight, a man is arrested accused of exposing himself on multiple occasions.
Damon Lindsay is already a registered sex offender, and tonight police say more victims could be out there. The latest incident happening last week in a parking lot just off Shadow Creek Parkway in Pearland. Anieli Ruiz joins us live after talking with police. Anieli?
Well, guys, the suspect was arrested just days after the alleged incident 3 miles from here. They tell us they are now hoping that more victims will come forward. Tonight, 56-year-old Damon Lindsay is behind bars facing 3 charges of indecent exposure. Pearland police say Lindsay is being charged for exposing himself in this parking lot off of 288 and Shadow Creek Parkway. Investigators say it happened last Friday on January 2nd as a woman was having lunch inside her car.
A vehicle pulled up next to her, and the gentleman that was driving the vehicle exposed himself to her and actually began to masturbate in front of her with her seeing everything that was happening.
Police say the woman was able to get video and contacted police.
Based on the video, license plates, and good work from our detectives, we were able to identify the suspect as Damon Lindsay. Damon Lindsay is a registered sex offender.
And digging into his past, Lindsay has been charged 5 times in Harris County with indecent exposure. Cases dating back to 2011, 2012, then again in 2019 and in 2021. And just a few years ago in 2024 was his latest one. Records show Lindsay has previously pled guilty and served community service and has also served jail time in Harris County. He's also listed as a registered sex offender. But investigators say he might be tied to more cases.
The Brazoria County Sheriff's Department is looking to file additional charges on Mr. Lindsay for 2 cases that they have him suspected in, actually in their jurisdiction.
That's why Pearland police are asking the public to take a closer look at the suspect's vehicle. And they want people to come forward if they believe they might have been targeted. They also offer advice if you ever find yourself in a similar situation.
Call us immediately, or whatever, law enforcement agency you're near, call us. We ask you try not to approach. We're not sure how dangerous these individuals are.
Now, Lindsay also had 2 prior cases in Fort Bend County where he was also found guilty of indecent exposure. He is currently being held in the Brazoria County Jail on a $225,000 bond. Reporting live in Pearland, Anieli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
A woman's quick thinking helps put a sex offender back behind bars. 56-year-old Damon Lindsay is accused of exposing himself to a woman in a parking lot, a public one, off Shadow Creek Parkway in Pearland. Police arrested him yesterday, but believe there are more victims out there. They're asking anyone with information to come forward. KPRC2 News reporter Corley Peel spoke to one of his previous victims on the phone tonight, and Corley joins us live from Pearland with her story. Corley.
Keith, the woman says she forgot about her case, but when I told her about Damon Lindsay's recent indecent exposure arrest, she says all of those disturbing emotions came back to her that she experienced years ago. And records show that Lindsay is accused of exposing himself to women in parking lots just like this for nearly 3 decades. During an anonymous phone call, a woman shares the moment. She says Damon Lindsay exposed himself to her at a car wash 13 years ago.
I was disgusted and I felt like he probably was going to do something to me. So I pretended like I didn't see it, called the police and told them like what he was doing.
She was shocked to hear Lindsay is back in jail for the same crime. Pearland police say on January 2nd, a woman was eating lunch in her car in this parking lot off Shadow Creek Parkway. Lindsay pulled up in his SUV, got out of his car, exposing and inappropriately touching himself. Pearland Information Officer Chad Rogers says the woman discreetly pulled out her phone.
She was able to actually take a video and get some pictures of the suspect and the suspect vehicle and the license plate.
4 days later, Rogers says investigators got a call from Brazoria County, noting similar indecent exposure cases in the same area involving the same SUV and same suspect.
Running the registration on the vehicle, it came back to Mr. Lindsay. Video, pictures, everything matched up, and he was arrested yesterday and charged with indecent exposure with multiple convictions, so it actually upped it to a felony charge here in Brazoria County.
Court records show this is Lindsay's 7th indecent exposure arrest in the past 28 years with 2 prior convictions. Those cases happening across Brazoria, Harris, and Fort Bend counties.
If he went to jail in 2011 for doing what he did when I saw him, and you're still doing it, you haven't learned anything.
And Lindsay is currently being held in the Brazoria County Jail. Again, Pearland police say that there could be more victims out there, and they encourage anyone with any information to contact police right away. Reporting live from Pearland, Corley Peel, KPRC 2 News.
Absolutely shameful and disgusting. Seriously, look how old this guy is. Somebody tell me, please, how this has become a popular thing for people to do. And this guy right here is a pioneer in the perverse. He been doing this, they said, almost 30 years. So this guy jumps out on random women and exposes himself and goes crazy. You know what I think? Just listening to what was said, I think he's looking for a certain type of woman, a certain type of body, or a certain type of something that he has a fetish for, and it snaps him into this sexual psychosis. Because if you look, the reason why I say that is because if you look at when they showed the dates of these infractions in which he caused them, there were years in between. So I think it's something in these guys that remind them of the one that got away, or somebody they lust for that could never get back in the day, or some type of movie star, somebody not within their sexual grasp. And I think they fantasize and think about that person when they see somebody else or somebody they used to know that they want. For real, it's years between this and this dumbass dude do it again. And every time you do it, you get caught. Lady says she was eating her lunch in the damn parking lot. He jumped out the car, y'all, exposed himself, got to where she could see him, and was staring at her. Look how old he is. He probably my age or older. Think about that. He might be somebody's dad. And I'm more than sure he is, because this guy is sexually turned up. And he's out there doing it. Whatever happened to just masturbating in the privacy of your own home? Whatever happened to that? Now these motherfuckers want to run around here and show everybody their junk. And the thing that cracks me up is, like I told you, women operate differently than men psychologically when it comes to sex. See, a man can see a woman naked and it'll make him get aroused and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A woman got to feel you physically. They got to physically feel you emotionally before you even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Sex is a dime a dozen nowadays. And these motherfuckers got this mentality that when they pull their dick out and a woman see it, she gonna automatically, like some mystical cloud is gonna come over her and she's gonna float over there and just land on your dick. Don't work like that. And old as he is, he should fucking know that. And I told you, a lot of people need to be shown the flowers. And when this thing gets cleaned up, a lot of people gotta go. This type gotta go. Stop sending these motherfuckers to jail because they don't learn nothing. Start sending them to the grave. It's grave consequences for crimes where you affect somebody's sense of security, especially trying to play them out through their sexuality. That's perv shit. And every day I can pull a story off of here about them, but I don't really like doing them because it's the same shit. Can't go anywhere without getting killed or fucked or somebody nut on you. The fuck, man? And then the thing about this is, a lot of times, these dudes have wives and kids. You know what I'm saying? And then they go back and say it's a lie. And there's always somebody that believes them. It's something surrounding this guy to where he keeps doing this reoccurringly. How much problems do you got to create for yourself out here before you say, I got a problem? But there are some people that are in love with their addiction and don't give a fuck where it lands them or leads them. And that's why this type, I'd be off with their heads. Because they don't learn. And they don't want to. They like doing what they're doing. There are people out here that do this type of sick shit like he's doing only because they just love the thrill of getting caught. They don't expect anything from it. They just want to see your fright after seeing their man meat. Get the fuck out of here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care. This is an absolute disgrace.